Today we're going to take a look at banh mi's. It may look like just a simple sandwich, but there's so much going on here. You can find these all over Vietnam. You can find them in many restaurants or sold on the street. The toppings vary depending on the region or the time of day even. Spicy, sweet, sour, fresh. Sometimes there's a little bit of pate or charcuterie. Sometimes it's grilled meat, fish, egg. It's been almost 10 years, but the smell alone brings back a lot of memories. For me, some of the most sophisticated flavors come from this small country. So today we're going to try and recreate banh mi's at home. We're going to start by making some marinade for our chicken. So we're going to mix garlic, ginger, chilies, soy sauce, fish sauce, Hoi Sin, and a bit of molasses. The exact quantities will be in the description box. So mix well, pour over some chicken thighs, a bit of black pepper, give this a bit of a mix, and then leave in the fridge overnight. Next, we're going to make our pate, and this is something you find on almost every single banh mi. Add a little bit of oil, garlic, ginger, onion. We're going to sweat this. So today we're using chicken livers to make our pate. You can also use pork or veal liver. It's a good idea to soak this in milk overnight, wash off. So now we're going to brown our livers. So once your livers and vegetables have a nice brown color, add some brandy and use a barbecue lighter to light it. This goes without saying, but be careful. The alcohol should burn off within about 30 seconds. Just a quick tip, you'll probably be okay, but if you ever think your flambe is out of control, all you have to do is cover it and suffocate it. So now I'm going to add a tiny bit of whole milk. We're going to cook this down. We're going to scrape the bottom of the pan. And now I'm going to add some heavy cream. Now I'm going to throw in a tiny bit of butter. I'm going to give this a good mix. So we don't want too much liquid in this. We want it to be about half liquid, half pieces of meat. Now we're going to blend. Mix this well, and when it's really smooth, pass through a sieve. You should have a nice, smooth texture just like that. Keep this in the fridge. When it cools down, you'll have a nice solid pate. So fast forwarding to tomorrow, we're going to barbecue our chicken. It has been marinating overnight. We don't want our fire to be too powerful, just slowly roasting these small pieces of chicken so they remain juicy. And we're going to take the rest of the marinade and cook it. This will double as a sauce. So the chicken shouldn't take too long to cook. I would say about 2 minutes. Now let's check our sauce. It's good that it reduces a little bit so it's nice and syrupy, but not too much. So we're going to chop our chicken and add it back into the sauce. Once you add the chicken, you want to turn off the heat, give it a good mix, and keep covered until you're ready to use it. This already smells absolutely amazing. So look at the consistency of the sauce. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's not like a glaze, but it's still thick enough to coat the chicken. So I've made some banh mi rolls from scratch. I'll have another video on how to do this. These are not exactly the same as you'd find in Vietnam, but it's pretty close. Pretty happy with it. So it's a little bit crispy. You can hear that hollow sound. It means it's perfectly cooked. The main difference from a Vietnamese baguette and a French baguette is it's much softer. It still has a crust, but it's really soft. It's perfect for a sandwich. So we're going to cut one of these beauties open. Here is our pate that we prepared yesterday. So as you can see, it's a solid now. And we're going to start by putting a nice big dollop of that pate. We're going to spread it around the bottom. When you think chicken liver pate, you might think it's a strong flavor, but this is different. All of that gamey, strong flavor has been burned away by the brandy. It's just a nice, creamy, roasted spread. It's wonderful. So when we have a nice layer like that, we're going to put on some mayonnaise. So I'm just using some homemade mayonnaise, nothing special. QP or Japanese mayonnaise would be another good option. So now we're going to put the chicken on the sandwich. It's going to get a little bit saucy here, but that's a good thing for Bandy. So now we're going to put on some pickled daikon and pickled carrot. It's a very simple recipe. I'll have this in the description box. Sort of adds a crunch, a bit of sweet and sour. So this is actually a pretty common condiment in Vietnam. So We're going to put a piece of cucumber in there. Next, we're going to put a bunch of cilantro or coriander. Fresh herbs are one of the keys to really good Vietnamese food, I think. And now we're going to take some hot chilies. Put as many as you want. And there we go. For me, this is the ultimate sandwich. It has everything. So it really depends on where you buy it from, but in Ho Chi Minh City, for example, you're walking around, sometimes you'll get it in a plastic bag, sometimes it's wrapped up nice and neat in a piece of wax paper like this. So I just made a simple grilled chicken banh mi today, but there's so many different variations of this sandwich. In the morning, they put fried eggs on them. It really depends on the location, season, time of day, or just the personal preferences of the person making it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're inspired to try this on your own. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you'd like to see further recipes and techniques, please like and subscribe. Happy cooking!